Rivian update here on the 25th. So I'll start the video saying that I bought 1,000 shares of Rivian today. It's kind of a starter position because I am going to be cautious. We have potentially a market correction coming up, and potentially this could come down here. But even if it does come down here to let's say 5, 6, 7, 8 bucks, I'll just add on to my position because I think that eventually this is going to be much higher. So here's the count that I had. You can the last video, I think this count's a little bit better, and it's a little bit more clear. I went into more depth on this one. So we have this move down here, potentially an impulse move, but I have this labeled as W and then X because if this were an A wave and we get a B wave retrace, it would have retraced farther. This only retraces to the 0.38 fib, and this is shorter in time length. So now, after that, we get a 5-wave move down, we get a retracement right here, and then we get another 5-wave move down. Parallel line from the very top here, and you'll see that this is not cross here. So, more than likely, this is an ABC move as well. WXY just means ABC, ABC, ABC. Then we pop up here. Questionable 5-wave move. Could be a 5-wave move. Very questionable in my opinion. And we'll look at the time length of this as well. So on this one right here, April 25th to July 25th, 3 months. Right here, April 15th. To July 12th, also 3 months. So, is this the start of an uptrend, or is this double X? So, this would be what's called a triple three. So, it'd be like this. So, kind of similar to what I was saying in the last video. If this were to happen, I would probably aim for something around $5, 5, 6 bucks. But why did I invest today then? The reason I invested today is because we hit weekly demand, exactly, and we're at the bottom of the standard deviations on the daily time frame. Normally, you don't go to 3, 4 standard deviations. So even if this is the start of a move down to 5 or 6, we're probably going to bounce first. It's probably going to bounce. So straight down from 19 bucks all the way down to 11 into demand, 2 standard deviations to the bottom, to the low side. I think it's time to put some money to work. I bought 1,000 shares. We'll see what happens. Are we going to get this move down? We're going to need a big market correction to get this down to 6, 7 bucks. So if that happens, yeah, it's 100% possible. But we just got rate cuts too, and this is a growth stock. So another reason why I put money to work today. If this ends up being an ABC move down, we would probably see, this was at 1942, the bottom here is at 830. Let's just draw a parallel line here and just kind of get an idea of where this was at May of 2022. April of 24. We would probably bottom sometime in 2026, maybe even lower than this. It'd probably have to be a severe market correction though. So it would look like something like that. But maybe right here. Maybe it won't go down that far. It doesn't have to go down that far. Potentially something like this. Because like right now, we're only looking at 783. So potentially down a little bit more, or we bounce out of here. Again, standard deviations are saying we should be bouncing. So we'll find out here soon. Where would we bounce to? Figure out where we got some gap fills. There's actually nothing really on here except for 1176. There is a gap up here. So if this ends up being the start of an uptrend instead, Let's just say it's an ABC move. We could be looking at something around, and look at that, right around that gap fill right here. I'd be looking for something around 23 bucks. So I gave you a few reasons why I put money to work. It's not clear if this is an uptrend or the downtrend. I showed you how it could be either one of them. We're oversold to the downside, we're in demand, but this is about the same time as this. These are the same time length. So if this ends up being a downward move, you're probably looking at something like I just said, like that. So we'll see, but save some money for down here, put some money to work right here, and scale into your position, and in the end, you're going to win because this should bounce after that, and you'll have a position with a average probably in the single digits. So that's the update for Rivian. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. One other thing, where is the 1.61 fib of this? Right around $5. Let's actually look at where the 1.61 fib would have to get to. So it would have to get to somewhere probably in the 8s to get down here to $5. So you would be looking for something like, basically like this. This would be the start of a downtrend. This would basically be like this, bounce, and then come down here. So even if I'm wrong and it does come through this weekly demand zone, you're going to get a bounce similar to this. Because, again, this has got to be ABC. Like that. So hopefully that clears up everything of where you should be buying and if you should be buying Rivian. Looks like a pretty good investment to me. And downgrading is sometimes the sign of a bottom. Not always, but when this is going from 19 bucks down to 11 bucks in like 2 months, 2.5 months, I think it's time to buy. So that's it for this video. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next one.